It was a quiet Sunday afternoon in Willowbrook, the kind of small town where everyone knew each other's business, sometimes before you did yourself. I had just brewed a cup of chamomile tea and settled in my favorite armchair by the window when I heard a knock on the door. When I opened it, there stood Ethan, the neighbor's son, holding a worn paperback copy of To Kill a Mockingbird. He was smiling, but there was something in his expression, hesitation, maybe even a little worry. "Hi, Mrs. Harris," he said politely. "I came to return your book, and I was hoping I could talk to you for a bit, if that's okay." I stepped aside, gesturing for him to come in. Ethan had always been a polite young man, studious, with a quiet demeanor. He reminded me of my own son, Daniel, who had moved away for work and called only when his schedule allowed. Ethan sat at the edge of the couch, holding the book like it was something precious. "I really liked it," he said softly, "but I think it made me realize something about people and about myself." I leaned forward, intrigued. "Oh, what's that?" He looked at me, his eyes uncertain. "I guess I've been feeling lost. Like I don't know where I fit in. Everyone else at school seems to know who they are and what they want. I just don't." There was a long silence, the kind that invites truth. I set my tea down and sat across from him. "You know, Ethan, when I was your age, I felt exactly the same. I thought everyone else had a plan, but most of them were just as confused. They just hid it better." That made him smile faintly. "Really?" "Really," I said. "And the beautiful thing is you don't have to figure it all out right now. Life has a way of surprising you when you least expect it." We talked for over an hour. About books, about dreams, about the weight of expectations. I told him how I once thought I'd be a journalist in New York, but life led me to teaching in Willowbrook instead. I didn't get everything I thought I wanted, but I got what I needed: a community, a home, people to care about. Before he left, Ethan hesitated at the door. "Thank you, Mrs. Harris." I think I needed to hear that more than I realized. As I watched him walk back across the yard, I felt something shift inside me. It wasn't just that I had helped him, it was that he had reminded me of something too. That, even in quiet lives, unexpected connections can happen. Weeks passed, but Ethan began visiting more often. Sometimes to borrow a book, sometimes just to talk. His confidence grew, and so did my joy in seeing him discover his own voice. One afternoon, his mother, Claire, stopped me in the driveway. "I don't know what you've been saying to Ethan," she said with a grateful smile, "but he's been different lately. Happier. More sure of himself. I think you've really made a difference." I brushed it off, saying, "He's the one doing the hard work. I just make the tea." But inside, I felt the quiet warmth of knowing that sometimes the unexpected isn't a big dramatic twist. It's simply the moment someone feels truly heard. And all of it had started with a knock on the door, a returned book, and a conversation that neither of us knew would change something in both of us.